Every missile and munition the U.S. military has fired in the war against Iran has burned through stockpiles of advanced weapons and ammunition. In the weeks before the shaky ceasefire, the U.S. heavily used munitions including Tomahawk, Patriot, and precision strike missiles. The risk that the U.S. may not have enough if there was ever a war with China.
We have great faith in American industry. We've seen in the past when American industry can spin up, but these things do take time.
It could take 1 to 4 years to restock munitions, but there's also a dwindling supply of the powerful metal that's vital to building them, tungsten. It's used in fighter jets, bunker buster bombs, armor-piercing rounds, and AI-guided missile systems. Tough enough to penetrate, it has the highest melting point of all pure metals, making tungsten indispensable for defense. The U.S. doesn't mine tungsten at a commercial scale, leaving the government actively searching for more. They're finding it here, in the eastern mountains of South Korea, at a mine holding millions of tons of tungsten ore, now owned by an American company.
There are very few large-scale tungsten mines on the planet.
Louis Black is the CEO of Almonte Industries, who reopened the Sangdong mine here 30 years after it shut down because of competition from China.
In this wall, you'll see a lot of tungsten.
Over a mile underground, Black took us deep into the mine's maze of tunnels.
You can't feel it,
Can't even feel anything, just feels like rock.
To see up close the critical mineral that is as dense as gold, but as delicate as porcelain, and crucial for U.S. national security.
We're not in crisis, we're just in need.
This is a hard mineral to get out of the ground. To show you, this is a UV light. I'm going to turn off my lamp. You can see all of these flecks that are glowing, that's tungsten.
How much tungsten goes into each U.S. weapon depends on its design and target. But it isn't just the defense industry that needs it. There's a bit of tungsten in everything, from semiconductors to smartphones, light bulbs to auto parts. And right now, there's no substitute.
Demand is growing because ultimately they keep finding new uses.
For decades, China has dominated global supply, producing over 80% of the world's tungsten and using more than half of it. Last year, China slapped export controls on several rare earths and critical minerals, sending prices soaring. The trade war then turning those elements into powerful political leverage for China. It's highly sensitive. We found that out when we tried to see a rare earths mine in China's Inner Mongolia. We were stopped, tracked, and monitored. We're now up to 8 cars that are following us and stopping what we do every step of the way. And harassed by locals and mine security, who followed us all the way out of town. Removing those restrictions remains a hurdle for President Trump, with China's leader Xi Jinping appearing to hold all the critical mineral cards. The U.S. has relied on imports, about 6,000 to 7,000 metric tons of processed tungsten each year, as well as recycling. Louis Black has been working with the U.S. government to shore up reserves.
Everyone has the same problem. Question is, how do you deal with it without looking weak?
Here, in caverns carved into the mountains, Almonte's engineers are blasting every day and finding new deposits like this, the scheelite mineral fluorescing electric blue.
The mine has long been part of the landscape here, and at one point was the backbone of South Korea's economy. Now that it's up and running again and tungsten is in demand, Almonte figures there's another 100 years left of mining here.
At full capacity, Almonte will process about 1.2 million tons of tungsten ore a year here. And there's another mine in Montana that the company will eventually reopen too, to establish a mined in the USA domestic supply for the future.
Having a resilient supply chain for tungsten is going to be extremely important over the next decade, 2 decades.
The Department of Defense has billions to spend on weapons, but rebuilding U.S. munitions stocks will take time and tungsten, and both are in short supply. Janis, Mackey, Frayer, NBC News in Yongwol County, South Korea.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.